And somehow or other, we've made our way through another weekend. I hope your weekend was better. Mine was dull as ditch water. It couldn't have been any duller. My week. I had one good thing. Okay, Night Manager, 9 o'clock yesterday. BBC, very good, very excited. Night Manager, very very good. Well, I binge watched, caught up on Traitors, caught up on Corrie. That was it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here in his own special time frame. You know him, you love him, Neil Longie Long, and you need to drop your
How
camera.
dare you? It says it's exactly 12 o'clock on my computer.
Well, your computer's slow.
So
Are you on Tolworth time?
I don't think that's going to be much different to yours.
It is, because Tolworth time, it's still 1957 there. Hey, I need to thank you, Boy Wonder. I need to thank you. Hello, I'm Russ Kane. Here's Neil Long. This is the Midday Show. Welcome along. We love having your company. Or as the great Neil Sean always says, hello, chums. Thank you for joining me. Mordor, he didn't waste any time. Didn't waste any time, did he? Mordor is slower. Hey, we got a great guest. Well, I'm saying she's a great guest. I don't know. I've never met her, but she should be a great guest. Coming up at 12:30. She is. You ready for this crap? She's a happiness expert. Happiness. She's a happiness expert.
She won't be if you start channeling King God.
I dare you to sing that when I introduce her. You just go, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I think we should do that. Make her feel welcome.
Yes. No.
It's a thought. I got to thank you. You have inspired me, Boy Wonder. You have inspired me.
How so?
I'll tell you how so. Because in March, I'm headlining one of your shows, right?
Yes, I'm just sending you an email about that.
That would be good. Any happiness happiness expert with two comedians. What could go wrong? God knows. We don't know yet. Anyway, I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't know what for. I thought a little bit of interest. Would it kill you? Would it kill you to be
inspiring you said?
Yes, you did inspire me. I'm going back and I'm taking my one-man show back to the West End.
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you. Well I can't say any more about it.
Can you excuse me for 1 minute? Sorry.
Have you got to go to the loo? It's the sheer professionalism of the Midday Show that I think you really love. Yes. Anyway, Longie's been driving me mad for like 2 years. Would I go and do one of his shows? I don't know. I'm not sure I want to do it because I'm really spending all my time being a celebrant. And eventually he said, I want you to headline. I went, okay. So that's what I'm doing in March. I don't even know where it is. I think somewhere near where he lives. Iceland. I don't know. Anyway, or Yogurt Island for the Morrisons. Anyway, I thought, do you know what? I think I'll go back to the West End and do my one-man full, like hour plus. You silly man. Ian in Surbiton. The show is so exciting. Even the hosts get caught short. I could tell you there was something wrong with him. I could tell. Who knows with him? He is a law unto himself. Anyway, I made some inquiries. I can't say where or what. Yeah, I hate when people do that. It really pisses me off. But it's going to be fun. And I'm going to bring a pretty new show into the West End. And the other thing is, I have kept the prices really low, deliberately. I'll talk about this another time. But the venue, which is a very, very ritzy, fabulous venue, said, oh, you can put your prices up. And I went, no, I don't think so. I'd rather my pals came along, or you guys. And so we'll be plugging the arse out of it between now and May. So it's not till May, but I'm very excited about it. It's a fantastic, gorgeous venue. It's my favorite cabaret venue in London. I'm very flattered. And I'm looking forward to it. Of course, now I'm already nervous, which is good because I lose weight. So it's a win-win. So I've kept the ticket price really low, down to, what are we charging? Like 25 quid. They said, well, put it up, 35, 40 quid. I don't know. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just keep it I'd rather have loads of people. And look, he's back. He's coming back.
Sorry
We
about
don't know
that.
what happened.
So you're taking it back to the West End?
Are you all right? More importantly, you're okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going back to the West End. I can't. Please don't say where. Don't guess. But it's my favourite cabaret venue in all of London. It's just gorgeous.
I think I might know the one you mean. I think I might have been there to see someone else.
Oh, you probably
And you were there too, I think. That's
often-
brilliant. How many dates?
Oh, just one. I only want to do one.
Okay.
They don't normally do any comedy. I'm the only comedy they're going to have in 2026.
Can I warm up for you?
No. But I'd love you to. You could be there with all your pals. Off to Greenland. I'm not following this Greenland nonsense at all. I think it's a complete distraction. It's like, look over there, squirrel. I'm going to bomb the hell out of Iran. That's what he's going to do. It's like Greenland, over there. I'm going to bomb Iran. I don't even know where Greenland
I can't
is.
Understand.
What is this? I don't even know where Greenland
go and buy
is.
it and take over a country. I mean, isn't that a bit what Putin did to Ukraine? Except he hasn't done it in a war.
Kind of. Yeah, I don't understand the whole thing. I've got enough on my plate without worrying about geo-world politics. I'll be absolutely serious. I don't even know where Greenland is. I know where Iceland is because there's one on Mill Hill Broadway.
Tolworth Broadway, yeah.
There is. Yeah, thank you. Beat you slightly with the date will be early. I can't say anything too much yet. Rosemary Jessup. Easy, Neddy. Easy. Rename Greenland Epstein Island. I don't understand it. I'm not following it. I don't. You know what? I don't care. Nothing I can do about it. I just don't care. And I'll tell you why I've got loads on my plate while you're blowing your nose. Oh, I don't think he's well. I'm a bit worried.
I'm fine. I've just got a bit of a fit of the running eyes and sneezes for some reason. And
that's called bubonic plague. That's the bubonic plague of Tolworth.
Yeah, we get that in Mordor. Isn't that right?
Get it in Mordor. Of course you do. Now, I tell you why. I got 2 funerals to do this week. That's not the big news. The one on Wednesday, up to 20 minutes ago, I had no information on. We couldn't get hold of the family at all. It's booked. It's done. Couldn't get hold of the family. I got to Wednesday and I got buckets. 0, zilch, nada, nothing. Thank God. 20 minutes ago, I managed to get the dude on the phone, and he's flown in from Australia.
Goodness.
And I thought, well, if you're flown in from Australia for your funeral, probably want to make it nice, right? Couldn't get hold of the guy. So all weekend I was trying to get hold of him, blah, 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 blah. Couldn't do it. Did you have a night? I want to hear all about your weekend because you have great weekends. I have rubbish weekends. So I want to hear about
I did very little over the weekend, actually. I had a little comedy gig last night, which was nice, which was a competition which I didn't win. I never win the competitions. It's frustrating.
Why? You're very, very funny.
Yeah, I know, but there's people there that are funnier than me, which is irritating.
I'm going to ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Do you actually think they're funnier than you? Serious. I'm being serious now. Do you really think they're funnier than you?
Sometimes, some competitions I've been in, I think, no, I should have had that. And some I think, yeah, fair enough.
How do you square the circle when, hi, Better Call Saul. How do you square the circle in your head? You're driving home and you're thinking, I should have won that. Does it eat you up or do you just park it? Because I think it's important for your noodle.
Yeah, you keep
what
plugging
is the
away.
matter with you?
I don't know. I just keep plugging away. Sorry.
Am I that dull? Yes.
No, not at all. I've got runny eyes and nose.
Oh, Liz, get round there with your emergency kit. Comedy is subjective. People like different things. Yeah. I don't think you can vote for comedy. I've always thought that was just nonsense. I mean, the very fact that the ghastly Ellen DeGeneres was voted the funniest person in America.
Why do you say she's ghastly?
Oh, she's horrible, soulless, nasty. Nah.
I quite liked her. Am I wrong there?
She's probably very litigious, so I'll be careful. But the show's atmosphere with the staff was absolutely toxic. She had to
Okay.
publicly apologize. And then people who worked for her, and I use the word for her, not with her, for her. So you're kind of getting where I'm going with that. They said they've been on very many podcasts, is just awful. Horrible, horrible person. Nothing like the person that you see on screen, which is so
Oh, really?
often the case. Me and Neil, we're even more stupid when you meet us in real life. We're even more dumb. This is us pretending to be smart. Rosie Jessup says she's ghastly, her attitude, the way she
I
thinks
really
she's
think
tough.
you should let me warm up for you on your comedy night.
Well, I would, but A, you'd kill it. You'd kill
shut
it.
up.
And B, it's this venue is trying a very clever idea. And instead of having late shows, and I think this is smart, they're having early shows. So it starts at 6:30.
Oh, right.
It's I think it's a very clever idea. And I was offered 6:30 or 9:30 or something. I said, no, let's go for the 6:30 crowd because people like to get home. They can go and see a show and bugger off home, and that's great. No, Ellen DeGeneres is, or she's known Ellen DeGeneres, just a very, very close pal of mine, summed it up beautifully. He met her,
Right.
spent some time with her, and you ever met anybody, and they're smiling, and their eyes are dead. The smile doesn't go to the eyes; it's absolutely fake, and that's not. When you're on a one-to-one level, you know what I mean? Not like when you're a punter. It's like you're at somewhere and you're at the same level and they're smiling at you and their eyes are completely dead. Lizzie's worried, you know. You know that?
Why is that?
Oh, no. He has man flu. He needs bed and bed.
No,
and
I'm absolutely fine, Liz. It's just I've just got a bit of a runny nose.
Tick. He needs bed and tick. What's that? What's tick? I don't know what it is. What do you think this happiness expert's going to be like?
Very, very good, I would have thought.
She might be. She might be great. Or she might not be. I did nothing all weekend. I started to think about it. It's fascinating. Because of you, I've started to think of routines and I couldn't sleep last night. I'm running routines in my head.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It energizes me. It's really good. You can see it. I really, it's nice. And I've been, the hardest thing, what is this? How random is it? Were you his agent or her agent? His agent? I'm not going there. Anyway, I had to come up with the title of the show.
So what is it this time round?
This time, I did a load of stuff. I spent actually several hours yesterday musing, working on stuff, writing it down, didn't like it, sending it to my pals. And I've come up with, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time anyone's heard my new title of the show. Unexpected item in the gagging area.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Coming from you, that has given me a huge boost.
No, that's very clever. I like that. And how long's the show? Is it an hour and a half again?
No, we're not allowed to do that. It's an hour and I think it's an hour and 10, non-stop, no break, nothing. Rosemary Jessup, funniest moment last week was Maggie Thatcher phoning my daughter to wish her a happy birthday. Steve Nallen from I used to hang out with Steve back in the early days of Capital. Nice man. Spit and Image, who was a client in the first agency I worked in. He's a brilliant actor, comedian, and he's very good. Steve Nallen's great.
Yeah.
He's excellent. He's arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Dave A. Sleep. I always wonder what the A. Dave Analog Sleet. Dave Androgynous Sleet. Dave Aardvark Sleet.
I'm just letting you dig your own hole.
I am digging my own hole because he's going to strap that alpha wave machine and it's going to fry my brain. I know what's going to happen.
You've got to try that.
I am Thank you. Thank you very much. I always like Dave Sleet. Thank you. Well, do you know what? He's offered to come over to me, and or I'm going to go to one. I don't even know where's Wanstead, for Christ's sake. Miles away. Where's Wanstead?
Wanstead, it's sort
Where
of
is it?
it's a nice little
Is it near
haven in
Hampstead?
East London. It's nice.
It's not near Hampstead. Okay. Yeah, I'm dying. I seriously explain this machine, Longie, because I'm so excited about the Dave's invention thing. It's just great. Go on. Could you explain it? No, I want you to explain it because you're clever.
Well, it puts your brain in an alpha wave state, which is a conducive state for all kinds of things that we wouldn't normally be doing if we were in the beta state, which is the one that we're in most of the time. And it totally
What's the advantage of alpha over beta? I know we've discussed it, but I think
creativity for a start.
There you go.
Creativity, relaxation, healthier thoughts. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
I know you and I take the piss out of each other mercilessly, but we have known each other for, I was trying to work it out the other day, 35 years? Must be 35 years we've known each other? Probably. You were 10. You were about 10 years old. Anyway, not the point. The point is you have, I know you take praise slightly better than I do, but I do owe you, apart from the fact of you rocking up twice a week on the Midday show, this whole thing about the inner voice, the inner critic, and I love the phrase, the inner critic, which kills us. And that whole thing of putting that stupid little bastard on the end of your thumb and giving it a stupid voice has helped me enormously.
Good.
It's really, really helped. I was with somebody last week. I can't say who. I'm not going to say. I was having a coffee with them. Somebody I admire enormously, someone who has done great achievements in their life, huge achievements. And this person just opened up to me. And what was fascinating was this I'm not worthy inner critic. And I sat there with my mouth open. And I said, look what you've achieved. Look what everybody thinks of you. How everyone admires you and absolutely loves you. And, you know, you're fantastic at what you do. I mean, exceptional at what this person does. Couldn't hear it. Couldn't hear it. And it was like looking in a mirror. It was amazing. And so I explained exactly as you'd explained it to me. So I hope this particular person might employ those. It's a brilliant method.
Well, it's very easy to sort other people out, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it just? Ain't it just, fella? Sorting yourself out is hard. It's very hard. Very, very difficult. And if you go to therapy and the counseling and everything like that, of course, it bloody triggers everything. It triggers everything. And that's a big hurdle to jump. You with me on that? You know what I mean? It's yes. Like, because all sorts of other shit suddenly bubbles to the surface and you think, man, I really didn't want to be thinking about that. That's not why I'm here. I'm here for X, Y, and Z. I don't want to hear about A, B, and C, which I thought I'd buried like years ago. So triggering stuff, yes, not good.
Maybe you don't have to trigger all sorts of stuff, or maybe it can be done on it doesn't all have to come at once, does it? When we're all probably clearing things and moving on from things and reframing things and all that sort of thing. And that's just the process of.
It's very interesting. You know, you get so many of my friends, and a lot of them are high achievers in their field. It doesn't mean they're millionaires. I don't mean it like that. But in their particular sphere of work and everything, they are high achievers. They've done great things.
Yeah.
Stuff that I admire. They all have this. They all have imposter syndrome, which I think is, you know, it's like waiting for that tap on the shoulder. You know. And they all have this 3 o'clock in the morning. Why did you do that? you're rubbish. You're useless. Why did you do that? That was a stupid thing to do. This thing that drives you crazy. But thanks to you, because I know that people think we're merciless to each other. But of course we are. That's our point, right? You've really helped.
Good.
You've really helped. You can kind of face it, you know?
Well, if it helps, it helps. That's the important thing,
well,
isn't it?
That's it, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, that's it. You can. I mean, always on Facebook, you see these, these things about positive mental health. Yeah, easy to say, very hard to do. Or it's Monday, let's go and get them. You think, oh shit, it's Monday, another week to drag myself through. I think that's most people look at life, I think. But if you can change the way you think, which I guess brings us all the way around to Dave A. Sleet's alpha wave machine, which I am dying to try, then it really helps. You can kind of, I don't know if you always call it remapping your brain, don't you? Explain it a bit more.
It doesn't matter what you call it, really.
But you're rewiring it slightly so you don't have all these endless negative thoughts, because it's only you beating the crap out of yourself. Nobody else is. That's what you're.
Well, exactly.
Oh, this is good. This is very good. I'm a huge admirer of this guy. I mean, apart from the fact he's a delightful guy, he's got a snappy line in hats. I see my imposter gremlin as a motivator. Okay. Makes me double check if I've got an answer for its BS. My big problem with that is the grammatic accuracy of its.
Now, don't be a pedant.
Can't help it. I led the pedants revolt. It's. Do you have? I think the most important thing. I'm going to leave this up for a second. I'm going to leave this up. Then I'm going on to Ian's point. I'm leaving Dave's point up because you make a decision, and I think this is so key to how we live our lives. You make a decision that's right at the time.
Right.
And when you look back at it, in retrospect, yeah, it was a stupid, shitty, dumbass decision. At the time, it seemed right. So you're beating yourself up for not being psychic, really.
Exactly. So people do the best they can with the knowledge and information that they have at the time.
That's it. That's it. Now, Ian says this.
What else can they do?
Well, we know that logically, intellectually, we go, well, I made all the decision with the information that I had. It was an informed decision. I didn't flip a coin. That's what I did. It was a terrible decision. There's certain things I have done in my life. Boy, if I could rewind, I absolutely would. They were shocking decisions. Stupid decisions. But I did them. Ian says this. Would you care to read Ian's?
I'm positive the strength comes from within, coupled with not letting the bastards win attitude.
The problem with that, Ian, is this. I don't see. The only person I'm trying to defeat is myself. And the only person I'm trying to have victory over is myself. I don't have external people trying to, thank God, trying to destroy me. So, not letting the bastards get you down, I'm that person.
Would you talk to your own best friend the way you talk to yourself?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Of course I wouldn't.
And if your best friend talked to you that way, you probably wouldn't be friends.
They would be my best friend. I had lunch with my pal. And the next day he sent me the most lovely message. It was so lovely. It actually made, I teared up. I cried. It was so lovely and meaningful. I've been friends since 1974, I think it is. And best buds. And, both of us have had our health issues, this, that, and the other. And he just sent such a beautiful message. And he'd never said anything like that before. And it was so moving. It meant the world to me. So you can change someone's entire day or week just by being kind of nice, sending a nice little message, sending a phone call, it's a nice little text.
Or do a radio show.
Do a radio show. My best friend is my wife, and you are so sleeping on the sofa, mate.
Yeah.
You are so on that sofa. The atmosphere in Surbiton Towers is going to be colder than walking down the frozen pizza aisle in Iceland. Good luck.
And you've
Good
only
luck
got
with
yourself.
that, boy.
So tell us about this happiness expert.
Well, I don't know that much about it. I just don't know. I can look it up. Give me a second. I'm gonna do something. Go on. I'll find it. Hang on. So, happiness. Chat myself. Neil will entertain you with some brilliant comedy. Da, 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 da. You can hear me.
Oh, throw me in right at the deep end, why don't you?
No, come on. You're a pro. What are you talking about? You're a big pro. You know it. Da, 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 da. Happiness. I will read the blurb. I'm just reading the blurb.
Well, I went to the pet shop today.
I went to the pet shop.
I went to the pet shop today, and I said I wanted a rabbit, and they said, "Oh, lovely. Would you like a nice little black one, or a little brown one, or a slightly bigger lop-eared one?" And I said, "I don't think my python minds." There we go. That's all you're getting. Too much?
You don't think what?
My python minds.
No, I didn't hear what you said. What did you? Oh, come on!
Oh, it took you a while.
So cruel. All right. Happiness expert on banishing Blue Monday Blue. This is such shit, isn't it? Blue Monday. Why is it Blue Monday? It's just a day. Stop, saying everybody it's Blue Monday. This is the most depressing day. It's not. It's just another day. Her name is Stephanie Davies. She was born with a smile on my face. Oh, no, that was Stephanie DeSykes. Right. Stephanie Davies says the most effective antidote to the winter slump. I don't have a winter slump. A tiny, science-backed actions that take minutes. And she can explain why they work. Light, movement, connection, and anticipation. What do you think?
Sounds good.
It's says the most effective antidote. This comes as 46% of us say we find January depressing. It's just a month. I didn't find it depressing. I think February and March.
It's my least favourite month. I wouldn't say I was depressed.
I don't like February. Sucks. Could go through that shit of Valentine's Day. That's a bore. This comes 46% find January depressing. 68% feeling less motivated. 58% low in mood. And 55% sluggish. Try doing that with 2-3 funerals a week. With people turning to small, comforting mood boosters over New Year. Oh, God, I hate that. That is just rubbish. Shall I continue?
Please do.
Stephanie believes the solution is not about fixing yourself, but about working with the brain and body. Rather than decluttering, gymming, or detoxing, the UK's top January pick-me-ups, according to... hang on. Oh, I've walked right into this. According to Jet2, darling, hold my hand. Jet2 being a cozy night in, 55%, bollocks. Comfort food, big mistake, 52%, it's a big mistake. Reading, excellent, 29%. A long walk, 28%. Booking a holiday, not that this is sponsored by Jet2 in any way, 10%. This is just crap, isn't it? She says that this comfort and connection shift aligns, shall I keep going? Because I don't think I can keep a straight face. Aligns with what our brains and bodies need most in winter. What my brain and body needs most in winter is Eva Green. In the same outfit as Sin City 2. That would work for me. Daylight, gentle movement, social contact, and something to which they can look forward. A great dopamine.
Because we all want our dopamine.
Yeah, or a single malt. Either or would do me. Shall I keep going?
Go on.
Or are you bored shitless yet?
No, carry on.
Crucially, hope and anticipation are key drivers of happiness, While connection is another powerful antidote to winter blues, whether it's face-to-face, a chat, quick message, social interaction reduces isolation, while laughter triggers endorphins and physical affection, back to Eva Green, releases oxytocin, helping the body feel calmer. Happiness expert Stephanie Davies, founder and CEO of, ready for this? Laughology. Laughology. There you go. That's all you're going to get from me. That's it. And now I go back to you. Are you there? Don't tell me I've lost you.
Me?
No, I can't. I don't know what's happening here. Hang on, I've lost you.
I can see you. I can see us.
Oh, thank God for that. Are you there? You're there. Hey, there we are. You're back. So, okay, Simon. Hello there, Simon. Let me explain about Simon. Right, Simon Dwayne. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I think I had it once and it gave me indigestion.
Calabazides.
Oh, just some tzatziki for me and some mineral water. Thank you. Simon is a very interesting guy. And he goes around and he gets selfies with famous people. And it does no harm. He enjoys it. The people are flattered. It's a win-win, if you like that phrase. And some people on social media, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Simon, we've never met, by the way, are so intensely rude and aggressive and horrible to him that he would do this. How does it affect you? It doesn't. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get the banner up. Let me get my banner up.
Shall I bring her on and sort the screen out?
Why don't you do that? Ladies and gentlemen, she was born with a smile on her face. Stephanie Davies.
Hello. Good morning.
Hang on. That's not working. That's a terrible layout. Where have you gone? No, that's just me. No, that's horrible. Right.
Boom.
There we go. Thank God for that. Jesus Christ.
Frantically swapping buttons here.
But that is it. That is marvelous. How are you, Stephanie?
Hello, Stephanie. Good
I'm
afternoon.
very well. How are you doing?
I'm good. You look very chipper and happy, which I would expect you would.
Well, she'd have to be. I mean, if you look miserable, that wouldn't be much of an advert.
It'd be really awful, wouldn't it, if I was miserable?
It really would. Tell us about yourself. What brings you to the Midday Show?
You're being very charming, Neil. I'm worried now. Just because she's wearing a nice scarf.
That's what it is. So I'm Steph. I am the head of happiness here at Laughology and the CEO of Laughology. And today I'm talking all about our Blue Monday and how we can cheer ourselves up as well.
The floor is yours.
What is Laughology, Steph?
So we work in organisations and schools and we look at how we can help people to feel better, think better and work better. Look, and it's not just that we should be happy all the time. I don't believe that. All emotions are important. But we can absolutely work on resilience. We can work on our well-being. And when we are in workplaces, we can work on our happiness. And laughter is a huge part of that. My background's in stand-up comedy. I'm also a psychologist.
Is it? Well, we both do. We both do stand-up.
Ah, do you?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, I was going to mention stand-up, but what were you doing in stand-up?
Well, comedy, standing presumably. Up, funnily enough, telling you.
Oh, you big sausage. Open mic, run show, run in Edinburgh. That's what I meant.
So I used to do all the proper clubs, pubs, where it's like upstairs in a room. I do the Comedy Store, jonglers.
God, you're brave doing jonglers.
Jonglers. Yeah,
I got to tell you, Stephanie, I died not since Lee Harvey Oswald has anyone died in front of so many people as when I did jonglers.
Well, jonglers, especially when I started. So I was in my 20s, 20 when I started, which, as you know, was only yesterday.
Of course, last week. Last week, you devil.
Over 28 years ago. And back then, it was very rare for a woman to be doing comedy. And quite often, if I'd phone up to get a gig or my agent would phone up and get a gig, they'd say that we've already had a woman on this month, so we're not going to have somebody
more
on
than
again.
enough. More than enough, Stephanie. We don't need more than that.
Exactly. So I learned to handle.
Woman on this month.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you don't want to swamp them with women.
Wow.
Jeez, they end up like Rosie Jones. You don't want that.
I tell you what, I'd give you a blooming good run for your money. Oh, he's gone.
You've upset him. You've upset him. I knew it. Laughology, my ass. You've upset him.
When I start talking about my jokes, people leave the room.
Totally up. He's crying. I can see him on my screen. He's back. Okay.
Sorry, glitch.
So when you were dealing at, we'll get onto all your stuff in a sec, but when you were dealing with jongleurs, you were dealing with Maria, I presume, Maria Kempenska.
It depends which jongleurs it was. It was all around the country.
Yeah, she owned them. And it was anyway, there we are. God, it was awful. I'll never do that again. Anywho,
and hen stews that they
oh
used
God,
to
they're all pissed. They're all completely drunk. And they think they're hilarious. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not funny at all. Anyway, you survived that.
Yeah.
And
so when I got into comedy, the reason why I got into comedy is I didn't do very well at school. So I was suspended twice, expelled once. I'm from Liverpool.
Whoa. Hang on. We need details.
So I really struggled at school, and I realized.
Why were you expelled? What did you do? Anyone we know?
I barricaded a teacher in the classroom. That was the final part, and caught smoking as well.
Are you a psycho? Are you a psycho?
No, I just I was a very incorrigible.
We can't let that slide. You barricaded a teacher in a classroom.
Sounds worse than
but
it
I'm
is.
normal.
I just pushed the chair up against the wall, against the door, so they couldn't get out. It was many years ago.
It doesn't sound that bad, really.
No,
really?
I've heard worse, much worse.
Exactly. Yeah. I just left as well. They were in there. They had a kettle.
So they've got somewhere to wee.
Well, yeah. Out the window.
There we are then. All right, okay. Moving on. Jeez,
so you survived all that. So you were naughty at school, got into comedy,
and I realised that stand-up actually helped me to learn to read and write because I'm dyslexic. It wasn't identified at school. It was years later. And I realised that with comedy, it gave me a purpose. So I took that back into schools to help young people like me with reading and writing skills, realised that there's something in this because actually when the brain laughs, there's dopamine is released and oxytocin, and they're learning chemicals. So really important for our brain. Went back to university, did a master's in psychology with a real focus on how humour works in the brain, how it can help us to feel better and think better and also learn better. Came up with Laughology. No one's found me out since, and I've been running it 20 years in lots of big organisations.
Until today.
I've said so many times on this show, Stephanie, I've said that it's science-backed and pleasure and happiness are productive. And this is why. This is the science of why, isn't it? Because, like you say, we learn better, we perform better with positive brain chemicals, which seems completely obvious in one sense.
And we remember stuff better as well. It's like little sticky post-its in our brain. We actually remember through emotional response. And we remember negative stuff through emotional response, but we need that negativity there. So we need that experience that taught us something because it was negative, rather than with a positive emotional response. It boosts all the brain. Just a smell of something or a sight of something boosts that memory and gives us a boost of dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins.
Neil talks about this a lot, I have to say, and he's right. He's absolutely
So
right.
with Laughology, what is the balance of keeping? Because in every life, a little rain must fall. There needs to be some contrast, I suppose, some negative, which teaches us things. But I find a lot of people get stuck there and sort of live their lives from that place when the dominant majority should be positive. So how to readdress that balance?
Well, look, it's not about being toxic positivity because all emotions are important. Sadness, anger.
What is toxic positivity?
Yeah, what's that?
It's when we don't allow ourselves to be unhappy and we think that happiness is the only emotion. It's not good for us because as human beings, we experience the world through our emotions, whether that's good or bad. And so all emotions are important, but it is about knowing what we can do to get out. With it being Blue Monday at the moment, there's a lovely piece of research from Jet2 Holidays, which I've supported on, which is
nicely slipped in there, Steph.
Did you see
well
that?
Done.
A professional
You
through and through.
crowbarred that in, hardly noticed it at all.
Didn't notice a thing.
Darling, oh my head!
That was the theme tune at my wedding. So every time I hear that on Jet2 Holidays now, I'm taken back to my wedding. And that was a positive experience before you.
Which gives you a flush of dopamine, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
tell you something, Stephanie. I don't want to interrupt, but I'm going to. I went to see my mate Hilary O'Neill in Panto. He said, "I'll come down." So I went to the Theatre Royal Windsor, and every time a member of the cast said, "Ooh, I'm tired. I need a holiday," one of the dancers would come on. They'd play the bloody music. I don't even know what that song is, but it drives me mad. And
Jess
Just
she goes,
hold my hand, Jess Glynn.
now there's never been a better time to have a Jet 2 holiday. She just did the whole thing and then walked back off stage, and everyone would go, "Who was that?" And they go, "I don't know." And it was a running gag right through
Brilliant.
Cinderella.
Brilliant.
It's hilarious.
And everyone
Audience love
knows it, don't they? Everyone knows it. And actually, the song itself boosts people's dopamine and oxytocin because
I know it makes me switch over. Who's it by? I've no idea. I just thought it was a
Jess
jingle.
Glynn, come on, we've said it about 4 times.
Yeah, Jess Glynn. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know who
Thanks,
she
Neil.
is. We
Thanks,
toured
Neil.
with. Mate, we toured with Jess Glynn. I know who she is.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yep, we did down in Brighton. Okay,
Fair enough.
so that's right. I interrupted. Anyway, Jet 2 holidays. Go on.
So the research is all about the senses, particularly about how what are the things that we connect with feeling happy, especially around this time of year. And the biggest thing that came out was sun cream. So the smell of sun cream reminds us of holiday.
Oh,
but what they've done is they've created this wraparound on Metro. So this wraparound, it actually
you
smells
are
of sun cream.
shameless, but I'm loving
It
this.
smells of sun cream. It smells of sun cream. It's lovely. It's lovely.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's
How
great.
clever is that?
I know. So if you're touching it, it gets on your hands. You can smell sun cream. But
could they do a wraparound that smells of Eva Green, the actress? And then I'm going to be really happy. That my dopamine goes through the freaking roof. You know?
Is this before or after you got the tag
testosterone.
taken off your leg?
I've got she liked that tag. And the judge said there was a misunderstanding.
It all came out in court.
It
all came out in
did,
court.
but I think we can put it aside and move on from that particular a slight bump in the road it was in my
So
career.
what do you do
As a
in
stalker?
Laughology every day?
Yeah,
As the
well-
Chief Happiness Officer.
I've
What's an average day in Stephanie's life?
So I run a business, so I've got a team of 20. So
Blimey.
managing them is part
There's
of
no
what I
laughing
do.
matter.
Well, yeah, they're people. People are complex, aren't they? They're beautiful and they're difficult in the same. And actually, that's the thing about workplaces is when we go into workplaces, we might be promoted to be a manager or a leader, but no one knows what to do with people. So we help organizations. It might be leadership training or management training. So day to day for me. So tomorrow I'm going off to Grantham. I'm working with a company up there, and we are doing communication skills and change skills because they're going through a big change. So we are starting their change program and giving their managers some skills and tools to help their teams be happy as well.
If you ever need a multi-award winning corporate writer,
where would I get one of them?
I don't know. You'd have to ask your PR company and see if they could get hold of me. That's what I used to do. I used to do all that change management, and I was a corporate writer for many, many years. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had great fun with it.
I love the challenge of it. Every day is different.
Got it.
And I love it when you walk in and people go, "Oh, you're going to make us happy." And I love that. I love it.
I was going to ask that: is there a certain cynicism as you walk in the door? I'm sure there must be.
Yeah.
And then you go in there with your magic and blow them away. Tell us about the connection. Connection. What do you mean by that? I've seen that on your website. It says connection is a component of happiness. I think I know what you mean by that, but you tell me.
So we are social creatures as human beings, and what's happened, especially since COVID, is we've become more transactional. We are busy. We don't connect with people as much. We don't say hello to people as much. Look, I'm from the north of England originally. I lived down south. When I first came down here, I was wondering why people weren't smiling at me and chatting to me. But it's very
frightening,
different.
isn't it?
It's very different.
Isn't it frightening, Stephanie?
It's only, I used to say, it's not until you go out of London that you realise how unfriendly London actually is. And then you go up north and you get the northern warmth, It's like, what, people are friendly around here?
Where we used to be, when I go to the country, I am shocked. Hello, good morning. Hell, I don't know you. And
exactly.
Like,
that's what people say. Do I know you? You ask someone the time in London.
Have we met?
Yeah.
What do you want?
You ask someone the time in London, they say it's my time. You're having none of it.
Yeah, mind your own business. Yeah. Please don't stab me. That would be a plus. It's extraordinary how unfriendly. Would you do me a favor, Stephanie?
Go on.
This is one of our dear listeners. He's watching from New York State. He always does, and he's very, very senior in the psychotherapeutic community in America. Very senior, and he's just had a huge operation. So would you just wish him good luck?
Good luck, and I hope you feel better. And please don't laugh if you've had stitches. That's when it's not good for you.
That's why he watches the show.
Yeah.
So it's completely miserable.
Do get people to come around, wait on you, use it to your advantage, is what I'd say.
Milk it for all it's worth.
Milk it for all it's worth.
So how long every day should we laugh for? Have a good belly laugh?
Well, as much as possible, but we can start our day by smiling at something or looking at stuff. Adults actually laugh less than they do than children. The research points to that stuff. So it's about finding stuff that makes us laugh. Connecting with others is one thing. Memories, going on holiday is another thing.
What airline would you recommend on holiday?
Jet2holidays.com.
Jet2 Holidays. Okay, are they good?
Well, what's brilliant about them is that they have everything from the luxury brand right through to the cheaper holidays as well.
I didn't know that, Stephanie, but thank you.
They are a great brand to go
friendly
to.
staff, adequate parking space, and all that.
Absolutely, friendly staff, friendly people. But seriously, it's about what we can do.
Stephanie, can I ask you a question? Something that Longie and I talk about a lot, and have done for years, is the pernicious nature of social media. Now, you've alluded in our chit chat. Thank you for being such a good sport. Thank you for being such a good sport, by the way. I do appreciate it, and getting the gag. But if you read social media, a lot of it is so negative and so infuriating. And I've had to wean myself off because I would get myself into an absolute fury. And what's your view on that? You're a professional. What do you think?
I think social media has had a negative impact, and I think it's really interesting now that they're starting to pick up on it and ban it for younger people. As older people, we've been in it and we've been out of it, so we know that we can switch it off and just get rid of it. For younger people, it's become their world. It's who they are, and trying to switch off from that. We think we go, oh, it's really easy. Let's just switch off from it. Why don't they just turn it off? Yeah. But for them, that's their whole world. That's what they've grown up with. So it's harder to do. And I do think that the shame of it is, and the sadness of it is that we just don't act as fast as the social media companies. So the laws and the understanding from a psychology point of view isn't as fast as the social media companies. But then you've got the social media companies that do absolutely know, because a lot of them in Silicon Valley, they won't send their kids to normal schools. They'll send them to these Steiner schools where they are back to nature, where they're not allowed any phones, because they absolutely know how bad it can be. But if we use social media for good, it can be a positive thing. Looking at memes of cats.
Funny stuff.
Keyword being social. Keyword being social.
Yeah, so it can be used for good, and that's when we see it. But unfortunately, it also gives people who aren't so good a big voice, and then they group together and they get an even bigger voice.
They're screaming in their own echo chamber, and that's what's really so unpleasant and dark.
But you're right. I mean, there is a dark side to it. Of course there is. But it absolutely can be used for good, and is when it's used for jokes.
I try to keep everything light.
And for connection. And for, I enjoy going on for about 10 minutes a night, seeing who's posted, having a mutual barracking session, and then that's it.
I mean, cat videos, they're just the joy, absolute joy when you go on and look at these cat videos. I am a simple person, it's these things.
I don't believe that for a minute.
I'm not a fan of cat videos personally. However, there was one.
Because they're cats. Dog videos.
There was one
got my attention. Cat videos.
It was a cat trying to get in the patio doors, and it was doing this. But the soundtrack in the back was Delirium, Silence, the rave song. So it looked like the cat was raving against the door. And that was absolutely fantastic, I must admit.
What are the 20? You've got 20 staff. That is a big, that's a pretty decent sized organization, because I used to have my own production company. I know what that's like. And running it, do you manage to spend? This is the great thing when you run your own company, which I found I couldn't be creative because I had to worry about. What did we have? 14 staff in London and 6 staff in Brussels. So, and I spent all my time worrying about the staff. I loathed it, absolutely hated it. Couldn't wait to get out eventually. But how do you manage to stay true to yourself when you've got to worry about 20 staff?
Well, I don't think it's a worry. It's actually it's part of how we do things, and they worry as much about me as I worry about them, probably. And when I say we are a team, and of course, there's got to be somebody who makes the decisions, who pays the bills, and that's me. But we all are in it for the right reasons, because we truly believe that actually helping people to live a better life, work a better life, and to learn better is a really important part, especially in today's society when we are so disjointed and there's so much negativity going on. So we're all in it for the right reasons. So they're good people. And I truly enjoy spending time with every single one of them. And there are days where we have to have tough conversations, and I've had to make redundancies, and I've had to, unfortunately, let go of people. But you can do it in a nice way. And they might not like you at the time, but as long as you do it with the human at the center of it, and making sure that you're looking after people, that's important. And if you've got trust, it works.
I imagine yours is a fantastic organization to work for, because there's so many people complain about the workplace, but it's a workplace run on these values, which is essentially in service to people, in service to the people that you employ. It is a wonderful thing. I think of Mind Valley as well. They've got a very good working culture.
Where are you based?
As far as I know.
So our office is down in Surrey, but when I say it's an office, it's a cabin in my garden. But we all work from home these days, and because
so you live in Surrey, do you?
I live in Surrey. Yeah,
you're around the corner from Neil.
We could have. I
was going to ask if you ever put the working clothes back on and did stand up anymore, because I happen to run a club in Surrey. Just saying. That's all.
Well, do you know what? I'd love to. I do big events. So like last week, I was in front of 400 people. The week before that, I was at Wolverhampton, was it Wolverhampton Stadium, and doing a big event to start off the year for a company. So brilliant. It was a 45-minute event. I still get to do my stand-up stuff. And it's part of who I am. I'm a performer at heart. I'm a show-off, and I love that side of it. But I also, when I was doing the clubs and pubs, you kind of walk away some nights and it's just crowd control. And I was thinking, what am I actually getting out of this? And what are people getting out of it?
I know what you mean. What I find is, and you'll have seen this, if you go into a pub, they don't particularly want any comedians there. It's not a separate play. It's not separately, sealed off. It's just you in a pub where they've just decided to do comedy, and it doesn't work. It really doesn't work unless you have a lucky night. You get a bunch of people who like comedy are all in the room for the same reason. Now that's different. It's
brilliant. It's brilliant, and there's nothing like it when you get them and you've got them and you've got that laughter. I mean, it's meant to be about them, but the comedians go into it because that feeling, there's hit,
nothing like it. There's nothing. And if you get into flow state when you're on stage, well, I tell you, our club is like that. So if you ever fancy 10 minutes,
I'd love to, Neil. I'd love to. Let me know, and I'll be there like a shot.
I would love to.
Oh my God!
Let's make it happen.
Oh my Lord! It's persuaded me to. When am I doing it? March. To headline one of his shows. I
maybe I'll come down and do the warm-up for you, Russ.
No, for years, and he persuaded me. And now I'm going back. As of this weekend, I'm going back to the West End again. So
we could maybe squeeze you in on that night if you like.
Yeah, well, let me know. But seriously, trying new things and stretching yourself out of your comfort zone is really good for us. I think
scary. It's very frightening.
But I think this stuff is good. That we have this unhelpful connection with stress or fear that we shouldn't ever have it, and we absolutely should. Stress boosts our happiness as well. We have to get through it, but at the end of it, we've learned something.
I read a really interesting distinction, because I've read loads of books, Stephanie, on positive psychology and stuff like that, and they separate the two kinds of stress. There's distress, which is bad. Eustress, yes, the eustress, with the root of euphoria. You know,
absolutely.
Brilliant. I liken it to riding a roller coaster. It's like you go and think, oh shit, it's gonna be scary. Oh my god, I'm really scared. And then after 10 seconds, and it's very like actually the first 10 seconds on stage when I'm doing comedy, and then the fear transmutes to excitement, and then I want more.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, it's good for us. And you know, distress, absolutely not. You know, when we have that low level of stress or peaks and it's constant. But that's why it's about taking action and doing something that's good for us. And things like spending time with friends. You know, we don't have to all go out and do comedy, but you know, having a cozy night in, getting outside and seeing the greenery. This is about things that we can do. It's controlled.
Going on holiday?
Going on holiday as well, you know, going to jet2.com. You've actually got an offer on today. They've got an offer on today, which will
no wonder she's got a huge company here.
Shameless.
Shameless, and I admire that.
You've got to be shameless to be a
do the offer. Go on. Plug the arse out of it. Go on.
jet2holidays.com. Honestly, there's loads of lovely research on there about what we can do to boost our mood. And have a look at holidays. They are the best holiday company to get that just book feeling, and to also to be able to book a holiday, whatever your budget. And they've even got discounts on today. So if you're a family of 4, you could save up to £500.
We've had hundreds and hundreds of guests over the years. You win most shameless of the year thus far, and we're only in January, and I like it.
Thank goodness. You've got to have chutzpah. You've got to have chutzpah.
You've got to go out there. You've got to have coyotes the size of a medicine ball.
I like you for that. I think we get on well.
This is bloody marvelous. I like it. I haven't been away for 7 years.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not taking the piss. I'm not a big holiday fan. I love my work, and I love working. And when I'm sitting at my laptop, I'm perfectly happy. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's not ridiculous, because I'm the same. I mean, I do go on holidays, but I love a Saturday when no one's bothering me and I can actually do work. I love it.
There you go. There you go. I think
we're all multifaceted. I like my alone time. I like working time, but I also like holidays too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My problem is
there's room for all of it, isn't
I get bored. I think, what am I going to do?
Oh no, I love a holiday. I love a holiday. Yeah. Sunshine.
I like city breaks. I tell you what I like. I like city breaks. I like that.
What's your favorite city, Russ?
I'm going to go Los Angeles, and because I did my stand-up out there, took my stand-up out there, and I liked it a lot. But I wouldn't go back now. And Barcelona, I think.
Oh, I'm off to Barcelona next week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
one of my favorite cities. Have you been to Sitges, just outside of Barcelona?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I love Sitges. Sitges is even better. Go to Sitges.
There's most things in life. Bear with for a second. It's built up and built up. You think it's nice, but it's not as great as. And that Gaudi Cathedral took my breath away.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. Even the photos don't do it justice. You walk in, you go, this is incredible. It's
because
beautiful.
Awe is another positive experience, isn't it?
What is, sorry? Awe, as in awe and wonder.
Awe, as in a sense of awe.
A sense of awe and wonder. There's a brilliant book actually written by, I can't remember the guy's name now, and it's all about having a good sense of awe and wonder, and how we lose that as we get older, and just being able to just ponder for a while as we get older. We just don't do it as much, and we don't get lost in our own thoughts.
I remember I was on holiday in a boat in the Caribbean. This is years ago. I got sent away for a business trip, which was brilliant, and I was on the balcony late at night, and I looked up at the universe, and there was no light pollution, and the panoply of stars was unlike anything I've ever seen before. And that was an incredible sense of awe.
Because you're
And
noticing things, and we forget to notice things. We're so wrapped up in our phones and looking at stuff that we forget to notice things, and actually noticing things and appreciating them and sitting with them.
Appreciation's
Can I
very
ask you a
powerful
question?
tool.
Can I ask you a question? Because
Yeah.
when I do this, and I want to see what your take is on it. I know you've got to go because you're busier than a one-armed paper hanger. Is this? If people ever say to me, you know what, you're childish, and I go, I take it as a huge compliment because I still have my sense of wonder. I wonder what's around the next bend. You know, what's going to happen.
Let's make a distinction between childlike, which is innocence and keeps things fresh and moving on, and childish,
which is
they're
just
not the
being an
same thing.
arse. I don't want to do that.
Childlike,
but I do. I love being,
a
nice surprise, sense of wonder, finding enjoyment in small things, all of those things. That's why I was very thrilled to have you on the show.
Oh, well, thank you. I think we should do that more. There's a scientific research into that called neoteny, which is how as we get older, we forget to use our childlike brains. And actually, it's really important for us as we get older.
Yeah.
Do you want a fun psychology fact? Can I throw this one back at you?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you a bit of a geek when it comes to these things?
Yeah, I love the brain stuff.
Science has recently caught up with music and DJing, and 128 BPM, that is the magic beats per minute, where you get all 7 bliss chemicals at once. So you get your anandamides, which means bliss, ananda in Sanskrit, and dopamine and serotonin and testosterone and oxytocin. But it's the only state they know where you get them all at once, not one at a time. And that's why DJs, you know, taking drugs out of it, can have people literally in ecstasy because they've changed the brain chemistry and they put the crowd in a flow state. 128 BPM. And if you look at any David Guetta song or any Calvin Harris song or any of the famous DJ songs, Martin Garrix, they're all 128.
Yeah, it's fact.
I've loved speaking to you, and I've just heard in my ear that I've got to go.
You've got to go because your jet, they're calling your flight. They're calling your flight, Stephanie.
Laughology.uk if you'd like to explore more of this lovely lady's work, and I'll be in touch about the comedy.
Lovely. And jet2holidays.com. See you later, guys.
Never heard of them.
We liked her. She was great. Anyway, that's it for today because I got stuff to do. I really do. And Neil's got stuff to do, and he's got to go and feel better. You see, you perked up. That's a dopamine hit of being on the show. Anyway, Neil will be back on Wednesday with his midweek show. And I will be back. Will I be back? I will be back on Friday, God willing. Anyway, take care. Look after yourself. And
love you, man. Dr. Asa. Continue speedy recovery.
Get well soon, Asa. Lots of love to you over in Northeast
and Ian in Surbiton,
United States. Bye, everybody.